Hello everyone, I'm so excited to reach out to you again. I trust God you've been blessed and everything around you is going very well. Over the weekend, I encountered a reason why I'm sharing this. I'm going to share today, and I want us to pay our attention because it's very, very important. It's very, very important. If you and I are going to finish the work that we have been called to do, if we are going to fulfill our purpose with good health and everything, then it's important for you and I to listen to this particular teaching, and I trust God you will not regret listening to it and applying it, because it's going to be beneficial to you and those around you that will listen to it also. Kindly also do a favor at the end of the video, share it to your friends and loved ones, because it's very, very important that we key into it if you and I want to fulfill destiny very well and living very long. Okay, and what are we talking about today? What are we looking at today? We're looking at what? Fatigue management. We are looking at fatigue management. Why is it important for us to look at fatigue management? Because 90% or 70 to 80% of the incident and accident that we have around our society, around the world, are caused by fatigue. Many of us, we find it hard to rest. We work day in and day out, chasing money, chasing the things to how to put food in a table for our kids and our family. And as such, we do not have time to look after our own health, forgetting that health is wealth. We fail to understand that health is wealth. And as such, this is why we need to look at this critical topic, fatigue management. How do we manage fatigue? What are fatigue? Who are responsible for fatigue? What are the signs of fatigue? What are the causes of fatigue? What are the likely effects of fatigue? And how do we manage this fatigue? And this is why we want to look at this very, very critical topic today. Sorry to deviate, but I didn't go to work like today. I'm not feeling fine because I needed to rest. I broke down over the weekend at the hospital, taking medication and everything. And that's why I understand that it's important for you and I to look after our health. If we are going to fulfill purpose, we must look after our health. Health is wealth. I say it again. Health is wealth. And what is fatigue? Fatigue is a physical or mental exhaustion that causes a feeling of what? Constant tiredness and weakness. When you continue to experience constant tiredness and weakness, that is as a result of fatigue. And what does it do? It reduces your ability to work effectively, to even do that particular assignment God has placed in your hand to do. You find it hard to do it when you are suffering from fatigue. It's a physical and mental exhaustion. It's a physical and mental exhaustion. And it can be found in the workplace and outside the workplace space. In the workspace and outside the workspace, fatigue can set in anytime. It builds on gradually and it can also appear longly. And this is why it's important to look at the topic word fatigue. It can be work-related and it can be non-work related, and it can be the combination of both. Majority of us, we go to work, we leave the house early, like people like us in Lagos, we leave the house early as 5 and we are running to the office to get to the office, and by the time you leave the house by 5, you are getting to the office almost to 8. It's tiring, it's killing. And at the end of the day, you go into the work space to work and you expect that person to be productive. No, it's not possible. Mentally, the person is tired. Physically, the person is tired from that traffic. And at the end of the day, the person goes to the office and tries his best to produce very well, and still coming back home, he faces same routine without looking after his or her health, doing it the same way Monday to Friday, sometimes Saturday, and at the end of the day, you break down. So you need to take time to rest. Even at your workplace, you need to take time to rest. No one will help you to do that. And this is why both you, the employee, and the employer has a part to play in fatigue management. You as an individual have a part to play, including the people that have employed you have a part to play. Even the scripture recorded it in Genesis 2 verse 2 that God rested from all his work that he has created. On the seventh day, he rested. He rested, showing you the importance of rest. If God could rest from all, the Almighty God, the creator of the heaven and the earth, could rest after creating the entire world, then it shows you how important rest is to the human body, to the human life. If you fail to rest today, yes, you might be able to fulfill some of your purpose, but you will not complete it because you will go before your time. You need time to rest. You need time to sleep. You need time to think. You need time for your body system to come back to shape. Stop working and working and working as if everything depends on it. You will work yourself out. Don't wear yourself out. What are the signs that you have fatigue? What are the likely signs that you have fatigue? That if you want to know, you find that you start having short-term memory loss. You don't remember what you've just talked about. You can't remember your thoughts. You can't remember a conversation. Nothing anymore. You start experiencing problem in memory loss. That is one of the signs. Poor decision making. You start making errors in your judgment. You're very, very, very versatile and you're very, very talented. People know that this guy is very good, well and doing in his work. But suddenly you see such fellow start making error in his judgment, making error in his decision. That fellow is suffering from fatigue. When you start having such, know you are suffering from fatigue. You start having problem focusing, then you are suffering from fatigue. You find it hard to concentrate anymore. You just want to live where you are. Then you are suffering from what? Fatigue. When you start losing concentration, you're suffering from what? Fatigue. When you start seeing yourself yawning uncontrollably, blinking your eyes, then you are suffering from fatigue. Those are some of the signs of fatigue. Mood swing, irritation. In fact, things just start irritating you for no just reason. You feel irritated around even at the workplace, even at home. Your children comes to you, are irritated. You are suffering from fatigue. You should know that. Trouble-solving problem. You are not able to solve problem again. Someone that is competent suddenly lost the ability to solve problem. It can no longer solve problem. Then that fellow is suffering from fatigue. No, when you have such issue, you are suffering what? From fatigue. Alertness. You have a reduced alertness. You're no longer sharp the way you need to be sharp. That's why you see some of the accidents you see on the road. It's as a result of tiredness, fatigue. They are no longer alert. And before you know it, they've crashed into another vehicle. Oh, they are trying to swap and they hit someone else. These are reasons of what? Signs of what? Fatigue. And what are the causes of fatigue? What are the likely causes of fatigue? When you work for a long period of time, this is what? As a result of fatigue. It causes what? Fatigue. When you're working for a very long period of time, it causes fatigue. When you constantly have problem, sleep disruption, it causes fatigue. When you do not sleep the normal time you are supposed to sleep, it causes fatigue. You are supposed to sleep at least 7 to 9 hours a day if you want to go to your work and be productive. For people going to work, doing hard labors, doing some work that are strenuous, then you need to find time to rest. Even at the place of work, when you are resting, on your break, find time to rest. That 10 minutes rest, that 5 minutes rest, that 20 minutes rest means a lot. In your home, just leave everything, leave the food, leave everything, just go sit down and rest, lie down and rest for some short period of time, and you can come back to that work and you'll be more productive in it. Okay, environmental factor can also cause it. When the weather is too hot or it's too cold, can cause what? Fatigue. So you need to watch out for them. That's why you need to go with a lot of water, drink a lot of water. If the weather is too hot, then the climate is hot, then go ahead and drink a lot of water. Non-work related issue and work related issue can cause it. When you lost a loved ones, can cause fatigue. Lost money can cause fatigue. You and your partner just parted ways. It can cause fatigue. It can make you find yourself What? Suffering from what? Fatigue. Then your lifestyle, the lifestyle you drink, you live, can actually make you to have what? Fatigue. When you live your life anyhow, you don't pay attention to your health, you drink any kind of alcohol you see, you take it like it's no man business. You go clubbing over the night, you find it hard after work, you close, let's say you close by 5 o'clock, you are on the road, on the bar, staying there, going to club and coming back home by 1 o'clock and coming back to the office again by 5 o'clock. Definitely it will lead to what? Fatigue. Poor diet intake. When you eat wrong kind of food, junk food, they will definitely cause what? Fatigue. When you keep eating junk food, then you know that you are, in fact, embracing what? Fatigue to come to you. Traveling for a long period of time, I just said it, traveling from my side now to the office, spending like 2-3 hours on the road, definitely is going to lead to fatigue. When you're traveling for a long period, it's going to cause what? Fatigue. What are the effects of fatigue? What are the effects of fatigue? I'm going to just list 2 or 3 of it because of our time. We have, first of all, to note that fatigue can be what? Both short and long term. And on the short term, fatigue will significantly affect your ability to work or carry out your tasks. As a man of God, if you do not look after your head, it's going to affect you. You find out that at the end of the day, you will not be able to look after the sheep that God has given to you. You as the shepherd will not be able to look after the sheep, because why? You would have been wearied out and you will find yourself on the hospital bed being treated. So you need to look out for it, because one of those effects is going to affect your ability to carry out your work. It's going to cause you to have a slow reaction, to react to things. Slow reaction time. You have that slow reaction time to react to things. You are not able to react to things. Your inability to focus. You can't focus anymore. Your judgment, everything will be wrong. But on the long term, what does it cause? That is why it's very important. When you leave it and it goes for a long period of time, fatigue will definitely affect you drastically. And most of the people you see today that have heart disease, diabetes, high blood pressure, depression, they are as a result of a long-term fatigue. When fatigue has stayed for a long time, it leads to what? Heart disease, diabetes, high blood pressure, and now graduate to what? Depression. That's why most of these people that are depressed are suffering from what? Long-term fatigue. And that is why the key thing to take away is that fatigue can cause you, both in your work and outside the work, to feel more tired. And as a result, it can lead to both injury, accident, and incident around the workplace and outside the workplace, and can make you unproductive. You will not be productive, and you will make you to be what? Absent-minded. And lastly, how then do we manage this fatigue? Having known this, how do we manage fatigue? Number one is to what? Have appropriate rest breaks. Have appropriate rest breaks. When it's time for you to take your rest, take that nap. Forget about anything. Drop every assignment you are doing. Close your system. If you are working like me on the laptop, you close it and you take that 5-10 minutes rest. That break to gather your system. Your body is wired in a way, and they need time to heal. When you've used it for so much, imagine someone that is driving his car and not checking the engine oil, the brake oil, the gear oil, or the radiator, the water on the radiator. Shortly that car will knock. It will knock down. The same way your body, if not properly managed, eating the right meals, having the right break rest, it will knock, and you find yourself at the hospital for 2-3 weeks. And unable to do that job you have been trying to do. You won't. So you need appropriate rest, bed rest. Rest outside the work, rest. Sometimes you just need to take yourself out from your environment to another environment to just get yourself, spend 2 days or 3 days, and you just recuperate and get yourself back. So avoid taking risks when you're not mentally fit. When you're not mentally fit, don't hit the road. When you're not mentally fit, don't do some tasks that can be, it can lead to your own detriment or people around you. So don't engage in such tasks when you are not mentally fit or physically fit. So you need to do what? Avoid working in extreme condition. When the climate is very, 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 hot or cold, avoid working in such condition. It can lead to what? Accident or incident around your workspace and outside the workspace. You need to drink a lot of water. Drink a lot of water to maintain hydration. So you need to drink a lot of water to maintain hydration if you want to, overcome fatigue and be able to work smart and sharply at the place of work. And then you need to ensure you have good night rest sleep. I've said it before, you need to sleep well. If you are working before starting up another job the next day, doing a work that is very tedious, a work that is very, very demanding, then you need at least 7 to 9 hours sleep. Put away the gadget, put away the phone, put away the TV, turn it off, turn the lights off for everywhere to be dark so that you can have a very good sound sleep. So that at the end of the day, your body system will heal itself and you'll be more productive the next day. So you need to have good rest sleep. And finally, you need to eat diet meals. Eat vegetables, eat fruits. Eat all grains. This will help boost your energy level. This will help you to be more vitalized. They will help you to be more strengthened so that you'll be able to go out to carry out your daily tasks and to be able to walk around the house space, and you live long to fulfill your purpose. You don't need to die on your duty post. No. So I trust value has been added. If value has been added, kindly do give this video a thumb up. Share it with your friends and loved ones, and subscribe to this channel, and I trust you will never regret it. Kindly share this video to your friends and loved ones. It's important they have adequate rest so that they don't die before their time. Rest is important. If God himself can rest, then you need to rest. Jesus himself could rest. When you find Jesus himself, even after ministration, it takes time to go. It takes out time to go and rest on the mountain. He just separates himself from the crowd to go and rest, and also communicate with his Father. When you rest very well, you're able to be productive. You're able to reason very well. You're able to see solution to a problem that you have been struggling to solve things. So please, share this video to your friends and loved ones. It's important. Someone out there needs it to be safe before they end up before their purpose. Thank you, everyone. Stay blessed and do have a lovely week.